guys, I'm going to film this intro all in one take. So let's go. Hi, I'm Angela. If you haven't seen one of my videos before, I make tutorials and choreos on low flow and heels specifically. But today I'm going to do my I Want You choreo, which I posted a clip of on my Instagram. I will link it in case you want to see it again for reference. But yeah, I wanted to show you a step by step on how I did this. I would say that this is pretty advanced beginner, kind of intermediate. There's definitely progressions you can do to make it a little bit more challenging. But yeah, please be sure to properly warm up first. Wear knee pads. Heels are optional, but highly encouraged. I always wear heels, as you might know. Um, oh man, this one take is really hard. I'm losing it. If you do try the tutorial, please do tag me if you end up posting it. I would love to see. I'm also always here for questions. I'll put my Instagram just in case you need it again. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. So today's flow, we're going to start out behind the pole and we're going to stand at a slight diagonal. So I'm going to have my left shoulder be the one that's closest to the pole. All right. So I'm standing on my right stable leg. I have my left knee slightly popped. We're standing like this. We have our right hip popped, or yeah, we have a right hip popped. And feel free to take this time at the beginning, whatever song you're dancing to today, whether it's I Want You from David Lynch, which is a great song, by the way, or whatever floats your boat. Take this time at the beginning to feel yourself, feel it out, maybe adding some knee pedals, maybe taking that outside hand, tracing up and down your body, really whatever speaks to you here. But when we're ready to dance, so we have our right hip popped, we're on our back right foot. We're going to pick up our left knee, making sure the side of our left leg is showing. We're going to take a big step back, hitting our heel on the floor. And then we're going to do a hip wave, changing the hand that's holding the pole to that right hand, opening up the hip, leaning into that left knee, outside hand up, and we're standing. So it's just like a little hip wave, opening up to a stand, and then we're going to pull up. All right. Doing that again. 3, 2, 1, hit, open, outside hand opens up. We're leaning into that left knee. We're going to pull up that right leg slightly, and we're here to stand. From here, we're going to shift our weight into our right foot. We're going to do a little pirouette. So shifting our weight into our right foot, right leg. We're going to take our left leg, cross behind. This right hand that's holding the pole is going to flip up for a pirouette. So we're going to pirouette under our right armpit, not using our left hand at all for this. Turn, and we're here. One important thing I always say, especially to newer dancers I'm teaching, is that maybe not all the time, but oftentimes for pirouettes, I really love to make sure I toss my head back and look at the stars. So toss your head back, arch the back, and pirouette. Your inside hand is your right, and it should be up. Your legs should be crossed. You have your right foot in front, your left behind. From here, you're going to take your left hand, you're going to grab the pole pointer finger down into this split grip shape, and you're going to pull with your top hand, push away with your bottom. You're going to kick your feet up like you're about to kick your booty, and you're going to step up like that. That was a little rough. Let me do that again. So we're here. Left hand pointer finger down, pull, push away with the bottom, and step out. With split grip, it's really important not to completely lock out this bottom hand, like not like a one rigid line, but adding a slight bend to protect your wrists. That's what I've always learned with wrist, this type of grip. So try not to lock it out too much. All right. So we're open right here. we are going to do a big body wave behind the pole. So we're opened up, making sure we're behind the pole with the big generous stance. We have our legs externally rotated. We're flat on our feet. We're going to initiate this body wave down with our pelvis. So big body wave, leading with the pelvis, letting our right hand that's holding the pole follow to come down onto your toe boxes in a low squat. From here, we're going to pull up, pulling up, leading with that left hip first to come up to straight legs. This right hand is going to reach up, and then we're going to start our descent down. Okay, so for this descent down, I want to make sure that we're leading with our left side body to come down rather than coming all together, our whole body down first. So let that body lead you down, kind of like you're melting down to the floor. So how to do this? Open up, big body wave, reach up to the left. Our inside hand or our right hand reaches up. We're going to start to bend our left knee. We're going to keep our right leg straight. We're going to roll over our toe box if we are wearing heels. So we're going to roll over that left toe box to bring our left knee down. And once I've brought that left knee down, I'm going to grab the pole with my left hand. I'm going to reach my right leg up. I'm going to pivot on my left knee, big swoop to come to the side and let that right hand go. All right, do that once more. Grab the pole, big swoop, come all the way down. If you watched my videos before, you've definitely seen me do this specific move. I love this. I think it looks so flowy and cool, and it's relatively accessible to come down. But the key thing is to roll over the toe box, your left toe box. So one mistake I'll commonly see with this move is as you're coming down, you're flexing that foot and doing something like this. So to bring the knee down with that foot flex, this isn't technically wrong, but we want to make sure we press the tops of our shoelaces down as much as we can. Oh, and we have this right leg straight. We have our left hand grabbing the pole. We're going to start to lean, pick up our right leg, big swoop, and we make our way to the side. So we're here to the side. We're going to do a head whip to come up to the knees. So from here, we have our knees open. We're seated to the right side of the pole. I'm going to take my right ear to my right shoulder, big head whip, coming up to my knees. My right hand is going to grab the pole. My left hand plants behind. I'm going to slide my right leg out. I have my right leg extended. I have my left knee down. And as much as I can, I want to have that left shoelace pressed down into the floor, okay? So as much as I can, something like this. From here, I'm also going to make sure I'm on the knife edge of my right heel. So by knife edge, I mean that. The left side of my heel, or like the very edge of that heel. I have that edge placed on the ground. I'm going to slide my right heel on the floor before I pick it up, start to kick my booty. I'm going to rotate my leg, extend, lean back, extending your top arm, reach up. I'm going to bend my right knee. I'm going to internally rotate it towards the floor, sliding my left knee over to come down into a sit. Okay, from here, we're going to start to come up to a stand. So with my inside hand on the pole for support, I'm going to come up onto my knees. I'm going to drag my left toe box on the floor. I'm going to keep that toe box pressing down. My chest is going to be nice and close to my left thigh. I'm going to start to extend my left leg while I stand up my right, keeping my head down. My left leg is now straight. My right heel is pressed into the floor with the slight micro bend, and I'm going to trace my leg to come up. And this is going to be kind of a wild hair moment for me, but that's okay. Maybe moving it out of the way to stand. Okay, So from here, we're gonna put, whoa. Well, from here, we're gonna put all of our weight into our flat left leg and our left foot. This is gonna be our standing stable leg. I'm gonna kick my right leg out. Keep that leg externally rotated. I'm going to take my inside hand, which is my right, and I'm gonna switch it to a platter grip. My right leg that's extended is gonna bend. Now my weight goes fully on this left stable leg onto my toe box. I'm going to turn, keeping that right knee up, little platter grip turn all the way around. Okay, this is going to be a slightly tricky one, especially if you're newer in heels, to be able to pivot on one foot, keeping a knee up and turning. Definitely a balance challenge, but do it nice and slow or do it without heels to start. Okay, I'm going to show you what this looks like from the beginning to now, from the back, and then we can move forward. Okay, let's break down this pirouette a little bit better. So we're standing on our left stable leg. We have our right leg extended and externally rotated. We're gonna pull up onto our left toe box now. Our inside hand is gonna transition into a platter grip, which means we make an L towards our face, and then we bring that L, that curve, to the pole. So you can do this before you transition onto your toe box. You can make your grip change, and that might feel a little bit more stable than transitioning while you're on that front edge. Okay, so whatever works. We just stood up. We extend our right leg, externally rotate, maybe a grip change onto that toe box. Bend our right knee, keep that right knee high. We're gonna start to pivot on our left toe box around the armpit. This top hand grip is gonna flip up, thumb up. So it's gonna go from a platter, and then it's going to flip thumb up. We're gonna extend our right leg, keeping that left knee bent. We're gonna bring the pole to our back, left hand pointer finger down, and then we're gonna open up the hip, start to lean down, and a straddle kick. All right, so this straddle kick can be as high or as low as you want. For me, it's really not about how high the leg goes. It's just about how straight the leg is. So when we kick up, we're gonna have our body horizontal. We're gonna have the pole leaning against our low back. We're gonna have our left standing stable leg straight. And I want you to turn your left heel stiletto towards the camera or mirror, and then open up your hips as much as you'd like. Some tips for a higher straddle kick for me is to make sure that you're resting your low back on the pole. Some folks I'll see when I teach this, they will have their body somewhere kind of in space right here, but you really want that lean back so you have stability to open up the hips and then kick up. Another thing I also like to remind folks is to have their body horizontal. So keeping your body nice and horizontal rather than upright is going to help you open up that leg a little bit higher. And the last tip for your straddle kick is to be really mindful of that kicking leg and what your foot is doing, because it's really easy to start sickling that foot and it becomes very obvious. that foot is sickling in. So when you're kicking, being mindful of this foot right here, that it's not dropping down because it'll affect the look of your lines, keeping that toe nice and pointed. All right, after our straddle kick, we kicked. We're going to bend our right knee like we're about to kick our booty. We're going to slightly micro bend our standing left leg, slightly micro bend, and then we're going to pop onto that left toe box. We're going to start to pop up to stand, keep turning, pop up to stand. Left hand is going to grab the pole, thumb down. Right hand is going to reach up higher, and we're going to open up to a big, what is this? A shape to the side. I always call this an A shape. I do not know why, but we're opening up to the sides. Okay, I'm going to do that transition again so you can see. Straddle kick. We're going to kick down, slightly bend our standing stable leg, popping right back up, reaching up with the right hand. Left hand grabs the pole, thumb down, pivoting on our left toe, and then we open up. From here, I'm going to flip my top hand grip, pick it off the pole. I'm going to re-grip so it's normal. And I'm going to do a big body wave down. I'm going to step my feet out a little further up, open up, big body wave down, letting my left hand reach up. And we're going to come down here. From here, we're going to take our right knee. We're going to drop that right knee down. We're going to take that left knee right next to it. Left hand is going to grab the pole, and I'm going to pivot on my knees and then open up to end. I'm kind of regretting leaving my knee pads at the studio right now, but we will make do. So again, from the straddle kick, we're going to kick down, micro bend our standing left leg, turn and pop. So we're to the side. We're going to continue this turn by reaching up. Left hand is going to reach across, thumb down to open up. Big stance, bow. I'm going to regrip my top hand, letting it off of the pole. Regrip. I'm going to re-step out my legs, little sexy slides. Left hand is going to reach up, and I do a big body wave, initiating with my pelvis to come all the way down, sinking my hips down. Right knee, left knee. The knees are going to kind of turn if they can. Woo! Like so. And then I do a little crawl and a crawl. But whatever you want to do here is totally fine. I'm going to show you what this looks like from the back. And yeah.